Hello and welcome. If you're a physician, nurse practitioner, practice owner who wants to increase revenue, reduce claims and denials, and spend less time dealing with the insurance companies and administrative work, this video is for you. Maybe you have built an excellent practice, but your billing isn't where it should be. Payments are delayed, claims getting denied, AR keeps growing, your staff is overwhelmed, or maybe it's simply you're wondering if your current billing company is actually collecting everything you have earned. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why some practices consistently collect more revenue while others continue losing thousands of dollars every month. You will learn a proven framework that why practices keep improving the revenue without increasing administrative stress. So, before showing you that, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Ajwad Urshid. People call me AJ. I am the operations manager at Medex Care LLC, and every day our team works with healthcare providers across multiple specialties, helping them navigate one of the most complicated part of revenue, running a practice. We have seen practices that provide exceptional patient care, yet they struggle financially because of the billing insufficiencies. We have also seen practices dramatically improve their cash flow simply by fixing the right operational problem. Over time, we have worked with the providers on revenue cycle management, which includes medical billing, uh, insurance credentialing, virtual assistant services, which include the front desk operations, insurance enrollments, eligibility and verification, prior authorizations, and AR recovery and practice administration support. One thing became very clear: the practices that most with the most revenue aren't necessarily seeing the most patients. They simply collecting more of the revenue they have already earned. And that's what today's video is about. So before going ahead, let me just quickly share a case study so I can show you how we were able to help you practices that came to us with their problems, their revenue, their RCM cycle was a mess. So quickly, let me just share my screen. Here you go. First case study. A mental health practice that was experiencing 22% of claim insurance denials rates, causing delayed payments and inconsistent cash flow. So what we did is we performed a detailed billing audit. Uh, we came to know that the reasons for the denials is the CBT and ICD coding. We verified the benefits before the appointments, submitted the corrected claims within the 48 hours, some of the test claims, and those claims went through, and within a week we were being paid. So we implemented the same method over all the claims that were being denied. After getting the results, so with the practice that were experiencing 22% of insurance claim denials, it reduced from 22% to 6% of the total revenue. Now the collection increased by 31%. Average reimbursement time reduced from 35 days to 18 days. So that was a case study that we were able to achieve for one of the practice that we are working currently now. Apart from that, I have another case study where we got the chance to work with an urgent care, and the urgent care was at a mess. Over $180,000 were being unpaid and were in air and were in almost aging older than 90 days. So we first of all, our solution, what we did is we prioritized those aging claims. We contacted the insurance carriers. We reached out them regarding the reasons for the denials and why the AR was at this high. So after contacting the insurance payers, we submitted the claims and we keep following up aggressively by 67% and improved the cash flow significantly. Similarly, we had another psychiatric nurse practitioner who was practicing independently, was frequently facing rejections from the insurance due to incorrect patient demographics. So what we did is we implemented scrubbing process. We introduced claim quality checks. So even before submitting the claims, we asked their we provided a virtual assistant to that provider, and we started verifying the insurance and demographics before the appointment. So what we did is we would ask the patient to provide the information, but then we are going to get the eligibility and benefits through the portals and through the calls as well, which saved a lot of claims to be denied. So after that, our provider would provide the services to the patient, and after that, our team would submit the claims to the insurance. So by doing this, we simply reduce the denial rate. So the clean claim submission, which went through, didn't get any rejection or were not denied by the insurance, increased from 81% to 98%. So rejection rate reduced by 75%. The claims that were previously like 75% of the claims that were being denied were being reimbursed on the first attempt of submitting a claim. After this, I have another case study where an outpatient counseling center had multiple providers and they were facing high patient balance remain unpaid due to lack of payment collection. So what they would do is they would ask the patient to send the payment after the appointment, and that increased their unpaid balance, and it was growing day by day. So after the meeting, when we start working with them, first of all, we verify the patient responsibilities before the visits, as we do for all our providers. And after that, we wouldn't confirm the appointments for the patients until the patients have paid their co-pays. So we would even inform the patient that you have this amount of responsibility under deductibles, which you will have to pay after the insurance will reimburse the claim, or they would reimburse, or they will let us know that how much you are going to owe the practice. So by doing this, and after that, we would send the automatic reminders. And if your practice don't have an automatic system EHR that would send the reminders, we would do it manually. We will be sending emails and text messages to the patient to pay their responsibilities. So for this practice, what we did is by implementing this system, patient collection increased by 42%, outstanding balance reduced by 38%. Overall cash flow improved. Then similarly, we got the chance to work with the endocrinology practice, and it was a group practice. So the challenges they were facing was repeated denials for authorizations, eligibility, and coding issues. First of all, we categorized the denial reasons, corrected root causes, and submitted the appeals, conducted monthly denial analysis. So first of all, we would check the authorization for those claims, and we would get the prior authorization. And for the claims that were already denied by the previous billing team, we got and we tried our best to get retro authorizations. Because of that, we were able to recover the 24% of the revenue that was previously in the denials. Another case study where we started working with a practice that was starting fresh, that didn't have any experience of running practice. So they even didn't know what EDI, what is EFT, what is an ERA. So we helped them to establish a practice. So the practice was seeing patients but faced multiple administrative barriers. These were the reasons they didn't had EDI setups, they didn't had EFTs, they didn't have ERAs. So what we did is we started enrolling the practice for ERA, EFT, and then we sign up with the insurance portals. Previously, they were verifying the benefits over the call, which was taking a lot of time. So what we did is we set up the proper administrative setup for their practice, starting from EFT, ERA, and then sign up for the insurance portals. And after that, within 45 days, the practice was smooth as compared to the previous than 45 days, and we were able to increase the revenue, and we helped them started a fresh practice. So most of our providers believe their biggest problem is insurance reimbursement. in reality, insurance reimbursement is only a small piece of a puzzle. The real issue is revenue leakage. Think of your practice like a bucket. Patient come in, services are provided, claims are submitted, and payments are expected. But if the bucket has holes, revenue continuously leaks out. These holes are something like incorrect coding, missing modifiers, eligibility issues, authorization mistakes, delayed claim submissions, underpaid claims, aging AR. Um, Sometimes it's because of credentialing, and sometimes it's because of short of a staff. You don't have enough staff who would be managing these things for you. Many practices don't realize they're losing money because these leaks happens quietly. Maybe only 3% of the claims are denied. Another 4% are underpaid. Several claims are never appealed. A few are written off too early. Collectively, these cost tons or even hundred and thousands of dollars each year. So the goal isn't simply submitting a claim. The goal is maximizing the collection. So our revenue cycle framework at MedXcare, we have built an operations around simple 5 steps. We call it revenue optimization framework. So let me walk you through each step. The first step is build a strong foundation. Revenue starts before even a patient is seen, so that means making sure providers are credentialed, enrollments with the insurances like Medicare, and other commercial payers are accurate and completed. Patient demographics and insurance information must be verified before the visits. Authorization must be obtained, which are required before the appointment or after, even after the appointment, we can get retro authorizations. When this foundation is strong, many downstream billing problems simply disappear even before they begin. The second step is clean claim submission by day one. The fastest payment in the claim is the claim and that paid correctly at the first time. So every claim, it should be reviewed for correct coding, modifiers, documentation, support, medical necessity, and timely filing limit. A clean claim significantly reduced denials and payment delays. Instead of constantly fixing problems, you're preventing them from happening. This is the clean claim submission, what it does. So the third step of this framework is aggressive revenue recovery. Not every denied claim is truly unpayable. Many simple requires a quick follow-up. Insurance companies process millions of claims. Errors happens, underpayment happens, claims get stuck, appeals are overlooked. Our philosophy is simple. If the provider earned the revenue, every reasonable effort should be made to collect it. Consistent AR management often uncovers substantial revenue. Practice didn't even realize that it was still recoverable. So the fourth one is operational efficiency. Medical billing doesn't operate in isolation. Front desk performance affects overall billing. Scheduling affects billing. Documentations affect billing. Communication affects billing. So that's why efficient practice should build a system instead of relying on individual employees, whether it's a virtual front desk support, patient communication, appointment coordination, or administration workflow. Operational efficiencies creates a smoother revenue flow throughout the entire practice. The fifth step of this framework is continuous performance improvement. Revenue cycle management isn't something you fix once, it's something you can still continuously improve. Successful practices regularly monitor their collection rates, their denial rates and reasons, and days in AR, first pass claim acceptance rate, and then understanding outstanding balances and recovering them from the patients, and then payment trends. Data allows practices to identify opportunities before they become expensive problems. So I would give an example for that. Like imagine a practice seeing exactly the same number of patients, both practices provide excellent care. For instance, practice A collects 82% of potential revenue. Practice B collects 95%. That's 13% difference, and it represents hundreds and thousands of dollars annually. The providers are equally skilled. The difference lies in operational excellence. So just imagine running your practice knowing claims are being monitored, denials are being addressed quickly, and payments are followed up consistently. credentialing stays current, administrative tasks aren't piling up, your staff can focus more on patients, you spend less time worrying about insurance companies, revenue becomes more predictable, and growth becomes easier. Instead of constantly reacting to billing problems, your practice operates proactively. That's the difference between simply managing a practice and building a scalable healthcare business. If today's video has helped you recognize opportunities within your practice, the next step is really simple. At MedXcare LLC, we offer personalized consultations where we review your current billing workflow, identify areas that may be impacting collections, and discuss practical ways to improve your revenue cycle for your practice. This conversation isn't for everyone. It's best suited for the providers who wants to improve cash flow, are experiencing claim denials or payment delays, needs credentialing assistance, wants to outsource billing operations, need a virtual administrative front support, or are opening a new practice, wants a long-term operational partner rather than just another billing vendor. So if that sounds like your situation, we would be happy to learn more about your practice and discuss whether we are right fit for you. Don't simply submit claims. They build efficient revenue system. When your credentialing, billing follow-ups, reporting, and administrative operations all works together, financial performance becomes more predictable. The question isn't whether your practice deserves to be paid for the care you provide, because it does. The question is whether your current systems are helping you collect everything you have earned. If you're ready to explore what a strong revenue cycle management looks like and what it could do for your practice, we are delighted to speak with you. So you guys can give us a call on 737-363-0074, or you can send us an email on admin@medxks.com.